What up, you guys? DNA Static here, and I got a commentary for you guys. It's kind of late. I felt like talking, so I figured I'd make a commentary. And I don't really know what's gonna be the video, but mostly I just want you to listen to what I have to say. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. When I get an idea or a thought in my head, um, I keep doing it until I get it done. Like with montages and Call of Duty, I don't play the game to get clips. I usually just play it to have fun and hang out with my friends. But when I want to make a montage, it's usually because I found a really good song, and so that intrigues my creativity to make a montage. And usually I'll just throw some clips in, and it's mostly based upon the song. But that is not the idea that I have in my head. For the past couple weeks, I've had this idea. Not an idea, but a thought about technology. And I know that Steve Jobs just passed away, but this is not because of that. But I will say that Steve Jobs was very influential, and he changed how we communicate with the world, whether it be with computers, phones, iPods, whatever. I mean, like FaceTime in the palm of our hands with our iPods. That's stuff you only saw in Star Trek a couple years ago. So it's crazy how far technology has come, and that's what I want to talk about is how fast technology has gone. Like, you go back 10 years and you look at the computers compared to the computers they have now, and it's insane to even think that we had that back then. And it's because of how fast technology has moved, and it's even crazier to compare it to something else, like an antique, like a gun. You think of a gun and you go back 10 years and it doesn't seem old because it works just fine. But you go back a couple hundred years to like Civil War times and World War II and stuff like that, and you have guns from there and they're in pristine condition and whatnot, then they're worth a lot of money. And then they're really old. Those are considered old guns, but that's like hundreds of years ago. So, and then you go to technology and compare it. You go back 10 years, and we have like floppy disks and CDs and stuff like that, which rarely ever get used now. That was only a couple of years ago. Like, I don't know what I was doing, but someone sent me this link with an ad from Best Buy, like from 1998 or something, and it had these old ass TVs. They're like little 17-inch cube TVs, and they were going for the same price that TVs were going for now, but now they're flat screens and everything. And then you got like old Macs, like the first Macs that came out, and they're going for like 2300 with like 312 megabytes of hard drive space. Like, it's crazy to think of how far technology has came in such a short amount of time, and how far it can really go. Like Harvard, they developed a way where you can actually scan the brain and find a memory that had been shown to them a couple like minutes ago, and then they store it onto a computer and it renders it out so you can view it as if it was being viewed through the brain. And it definitely shows how far technology really is going, and it brings up a bunch of other things that people should be worried about, like privacy. Not only just internet privacy, but if something like this brain scanner that got out, just think if something like that got out and they hooked that bad boy up to someone that was like sleeping and viewed all their thoughts and found like stored away memories or stored away information like someone's social security number, bank accounts. It becomes personal privacy, not just internet privacy now. And basically that's what the future is going to come down to, is privacy, personal privacy. I know there's big thoughts about people's own privacy and their bubble and whatnot, but once technology like that comes out, it's going to become an even bigger issue. And like right now, I can see that internet issue is a bigger thing because obviously there's been like, oh, what do you call them? I don't know, like government bullshit where they want to control the internet, which in my opinion, this is my opinion, is I think that something like that won't ever happen, simply because it would be so extremely difficult to contain what each person can and can't view based on government limitations. Because if they block stuff, it would ultimately shut down so many different things. Like, I remember a couple months ago when everyone was getting hyped up about how they wanted to keep people from posting video games on YouTube and the internet because of copyright, and that would just be bad not only for YouTube and the people who work for YouTube, but the game developers themselves, because that is a really big marketing place for them, is YouTube and the internet and social media, because you get, let's say, like a couple of commentators commenting on a game, it's gonna explode, especially like Black Ops. You got this young generation that only wants to watch videos pertaining to really big games like Call of Duty and Halo, Gears of War and Battlefield and stuff like that. These games are exploding not because the game developers marketing team did a really good marketing it, it's because it got so big on YouTube, and that's where this younger generation is coming from. And that leads me to a second point of something I want to talk about, is this generation that's coming up and how they view things. Like, I am a really big fan of Jersey Shore. I just got done watching it. I was getting ready to go to bed and I was watching it, and it just kind of made me think about how our generation thinks of stuff. Like Jersey Shore, it is a piece of crap show. There is no point to the show. It's just a bunch of people getting drunk. And in my opinion, it leads me to think that our generation is kind of stupid, in the sense that they don't wanna oh, I'm so sorry. But they don't want to watch something that's gonna make them think, make them wonder about other stuff. They're gonna want to watch stuff like Jersey Shore, where it's just simple, straight to the point. And it's understandable that they want that, but at a certain point you gotta think that we need to start watching stuff that, I'm not just talking about watching stuff, we need to do things that make us think, not, and the reason why I bring this up is because I love movies, I love editing stuff and making stuff like this, and there's like really all these other movies like The Butterfly Effect or Inception, movies like that. I love movies that are intriguing and make you think and make you wonder, and then you got garbage stuff like Jersey Shore and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy that that is more popular than these other things, just because our generation wants to watch stuff that is easy and straight to the point, and that's about it. But I don't know where I'm going with this. I just want to talk about it. It's been in my head for the past couple weeks, and I figured I'd get it out and make a commentary. But if you guys like this kind of stuff, tell me in the comments if you watched it this far. But these are just my thoughts.